Here in Vikings Stadium, we're ready to see the action between the 6-2 Laney College Eagles as they come into Vikings Stadium and take on the 2-6 Diablo Valley College Vikings. We got a fun one here tonight as the Laney College Eagles, in one of their first seasons over here in the Bay 6 Conference, one of the best conferences in all of junior college football, is coming into one of the perennial powerhouse teams in DVC. DVC not having the best of years, 2-6 on the season, 0-3 in Bay 6 play, but they're looking to bounce back after a tough loss to San Mateo last week and make a statement here today in a trap game here for the very last home game in Vikings Stadium. We're getting ready for a kickoff. The man kicking off right now is number 91, the punter, Isaac Pareda. So the kick is going to be a short kick, fielded on the left numbers, and running up the sideline now before being wrapped down close to the 27-yard line. You get a number on that one right there, but I believe that was actually number 19, the wide receiver, Zane Cribb, knocking the man out of bounds. And so the Vikings will go out here and they will play on offense to start out. Laney won the toss. DVC chose to return the kick, so they got the return, and then Laney will play defense facing the south side. So for the Vikings...
Yeah, and Max, one thing I wanted to talk about was the Vikings offense really relies upon their quarterback play. So I would say that depending on how well the quarterback plays today in this game will really show out how the Vikings are going to do for the remainder of this ball game.
And with a plethora of injuries on that DVC Viking offensive line, Hoyer's going to have to do a great job today if he wants to make anything special happen tonight. Working left to right on your radio dials from the far hash mark. Hoyer motions his man out to the left side. That's Rayshawn Alexander. Tosses the screen out to the flat. Rayshawn gets the edge, pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line rather. And they're actually going to say he's officially knocked out at the 37-yard line. So a nice little drop-off pass to Rayshawn Alexander to get it going early in this game.
Well-designed play by the Vikings offense, able to get Alexander out into open field with the ball and just give him some room to run, and that got him enough yards for a first down.
And Hoyer this year has just been so up and down. We've seen him do some great things early on in the season, but in the last few weeks, he's really been feeling the pressure, and has shown with his interception total. So he's coming out in the empty set now from the near hash marks, trips out to the left side, and Alexander will space out in the left slot. They pitch it out to Alexander on almost a jet sweep bluff. Alexander almost tackled in the backfield, but he finds a way to come forward and still get a positive gain of 1 yard on the play.
Once again, the Vikings trying to get Alexander out into open field. That was a great job by the defense there, coming up on the right side, being able to stop him before he gets into open field.
So the Vikings are actually doing something we don't typically see them do. They're actually sitting here in the huddle, and they're taking their time before the snap. So they'll come out here, trips right on the pistol look. Rayshawn Alexander is still the man in the backfield as the Vikings are working from left to right on the 38-yard line rather. 7 seconds left in this play clock. They're going to need a snap coming up by Hoyer. Hoyer calls for it, gets it, looks on the right side, tosses a slant across the middle. That's way too far behind. The intended man was Justin Ross as the receiver, and that was just a bad thrown ball by Hoyer.
Yeah, the ball just didn't quite get there, didn't quite get where Hoyer wanted it, but also you can't say enough about that Eagles defense. The receivers seemed to be all covered as the ball was leaving Hoyer's hand.
So what the Eagles are going to do on defense with that big 3-4 look is they're going to come out here, they're going to play man-to-man defense on the edge and say, beat me. We're going to roll the dice, we're going to send pressure, and we're going to get up in your face, play man-to-man coverage across the borders. But hey, you're going to have to beat us. We're going to be a more athletic team, and you're going to have to make it happen. So pressured look right now as the Vikings work from the left hash mark. Dropping back, has time to throw. One-on-one on the edge. Tosses the ball way too high. The intended receiver was Roman Sahagan, but the ball was just tossed in an area where Sahagan had no chance to catch the ball, and the Vikings will have to punt.
Yeah, Sahagan and Hoyer just not quite on the same page there on that play. I think he put it a little deep than what Sahagan was anticipating on that play call, but now the Vikings are going to have to punt it here, and let's see if the Eagles can get something started on offense.
So despite missing 2 starting offensive linemen coming into this game, Hoyer's had some time to throw, and it's just taken him a second to really get adjusted because 2 of the passes that he's thrown on this drive so far, I mean, it's been out of the area for his receiver to even have a chance to catch it. So Prom will come out here, and he has his punt blocked. The punt is blocked, rolling forward, taking a DVC bounce, and it's officially knocked down. It's going to be fielded at the 46-yard line. And number 28 for the Laney College Eagles comes up with the block. Wow. That's going to be Aquanche Morris.
Well, like a lot of people like to say, special teams can win and lose you ball games right there, and you saw it right there, a momentary lapse on the line right there for the Vikings on their punt, and the Eagles were able to capitalize, and so now they're getting the ball in pretty good field position here after the block punt.
So after the block punt, the Eagles are going to start their first offensive drive in between the hash marks at the 47-yard line of the Vikings. So in positive territory already, they're going to come out with their quarterback, Jordan Brookshire. Game 2 rushes for the